Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am Brittany, aka Beautifoles. For today's video, I wanted to do a quick drugstore back to school look. Super simple, nothing too crazy, very neutral tones, can really be done in like 20 minutes. So if you would like to learn how I achieved this look, please keep watching. If you liked what you saw, you know the deal. Give it a big thumbs up below, subscribe below, comment below. If you have any requests for future videos, go ahead and leave that down in the comment section below as well. Be sure to follow me on all of my social before you get out of here. This way you can stay up to date on everything that I'm doing, but also this way we can like interact a little bit more. That's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you at the end. Bye. So I am actually going to start off with the CoverGirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil. And I'm going to start by brushing my hairs down. And I'm just going to start filling in tiny little hair-like strokes downwards. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And now I'm going to brush up and out. And you're going to see kind of like the bare spot over here that I have, and I'm just going to fill those in again in tiny little hair-like strokes. And as I get in towards the front, I'm going to use a lighter hand and just feather in the product. Next, I'm going to take the Makeup Academy No Crease Eyeshadow Base. And I always put the product on the back of my hand. It just warms it up a little bit. This way I can kind of like pick from here. It's not too much on the brush at once. So I'm going to start on my lid. And slowly start bringing it upwards. And then as I get closer to the brow, I'm going to use the sharper edge of the brush. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm just going to pat it out with my finger. And I know you're not technically supposed to set the eyeshadow primer, but I'm going to, just because I kind of get a little neurotic and I just like how my eyeshadow applies better when I set whatever primer I used with a powder. So I am going to take the Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder, and I'm just going to pat it on my lid. Now I got to play around with this palette the other day. This is the Profusion Cosmetics Sienna's palette. I absolutely love this. I don't know if it's exclusively at Target, but I do know that it is super affordable, and the colors and pigments are just absolutely unbelievable. I did my makeup the other day with this. I was just playing around, and I already had face makeup on. There was little to no fallout at all. It didn't ruin my face makeup, but these tones are just totally my vibe. So I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of a closer look at the tones. They're just so beautiful. So I want to start off by picking up the color Adventurous. I think this is just such a beautiful transition shade. It's that neutral brown, kind of cork shade. And I'm just going to apply it on a brush that's fluffy but still pointed. And I'm going to start on the outer corners. And in circular motions, kind of keep that point right in my crease, and do windshield wiper and circular motions. Then I'm going to pick up on the shades Serendipity and Dynasty. I'm just going to tilt my head back and kind of, just in windshield wiper motions, kind of run this through my crease, just to warm it up a little bit. Next, I'm going to take this e.l.f. Matte to Metal Eye Primer. And again, I'm going to start by just dispersing the product on the back of my hand. And that's where I'm going to pick it up from. I'm going to take a MAC 242 brush and just apply it on one side. I'm going to stick it into the inner corner and just kind of in windshield wiper motion, go back and forth in my crease. And then I'm going to extend it onto my lid. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Next, I'm going to pick up on the shade Exclusive, and I'm just going to lie it right on top of that primer. I just love how bright my eye is getting now. And again, I'm just focusing the color on one side of the brush. This way I can just pat it on. And then with that same brush that I used before, with the Dynasty and Serendipity, I am going to pick up on the color Cozy. I'm just going to tap off some. I don't want a lot of this, just to kind of add a little bit extra on the outer corner. And now, because I don't want this to be a very harsh look, obviously it's school, it's daytime, I'm going to just use a brown shadow kind of as my eyeliner. So again, I'm just going to pick up on the shade Cozy, and this is just an extremely tight-haired Morphe M515 brush. It's almost like a little eyeliner brush. Again, I'm just going to tilt my head back so that I can really get behind my lashes, and I'm just going to rim my upper lash line. Now I am just going to take a makeup remover wipe and clean up any fallout. There really wasn't much because these shadows are actually really good. So now real quick, I'm just going to do my mascara because let's face it, no one's wearing lashes to school. If you are, you're my spirit animal, but I don't have time for that. So I am going to first use the CoverGirl Lash Blast Amplify Primer. And now after that dries for a few seconds, I am going to now go on top with the CoverGirl Flourish by Lash Blast. So when I do my mascara, I definitely want to focus on the outer corners. Just because I don't have very big eyes to begin with, so I feel like when my lashes go out, it kind of just opens my eyes a little bit. Next, I'm going to move on to my foundation, and I am going to use the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation, just because school is a long day, and we don't have time to be luminous in the morning and then super greasy by the end of the day. So I like to use a matte foundation when I have a longer day or event. So in downward strokes, I'm just going to apply this foundation. This is actually a really good match for me right now. This is in the shade M30, which is Honey Meal. And again, you want to bring the product in downward strokes. This way you conceal the pore. Next, to conceal, I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. Again, I'm applying it in downward strokes. I'm just going to take my damp beauty blender and blend it out. And again, I'm going to take that Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder. First, I'm going to apply it underneath my eyes so that it does not crease. Next, I am going to take the Profusion Blush and Glow kind of palette, and I'm gonna pick up on these two over here first for kind of like a blush. So I'm just going to tap both of these. I'm gonna smile and I'm gonna focus it on the apples of my cheeks and then bring it back. This is nice because it's like a highlight and glow all in one. And then again, I'm going to pick up on Cozy and that same brush that I use kind of as an eyeliner on top. And I'm just going to very lightly rim the outer third of my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take the shade Solstice and just going to rim that lower lash line. And now I'm just going to move on to my lips. So first I'm going to take the Makeup Academy lip crayon in Natural, and I'm just gonna pat around. And then if you like a little gloss, we can go in with the Revlon Kiss Plumping Lip Cream in Nude Honey. Alright guys, you made it to the end. I really hope you enjoyed. Like I said earlier, if you liked what you saw, you know the deal. Give it a big thumbs up below, subscribe below, comment below. If you have any requests for future videos, you can go ahead and leave that down in the comment section below as well. That's about it, and I will see you guys next time. Be sure to follow me on all my social before you get out of here, which I will list next, and see you next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and spending your time with me. Bye guys.